Hello everyone, it's Armin Fashinovsky with Munro Associates, coming from CONEXPO in sunny Las Vegas. Here we're with Justin from Build Robotics, and they do some really cool stuff. Fully automated,
That's right.
right? Autonomous installation of up to gigawatt scale solar systems.
Yes.
Using basically any excavator, retrofit systems to something like this back here. Maybe you talk us a little bit through about what you do.
Yeah, so what we do is we've developed a bolt-on solution to take OEM equipment and convert it to a fully autonomous system. So this enclosure you see here on the back, we call it the exosystem. That's kind of the brain of the robot here. And what that does, that is where we house our computer and all of our sensors. Allows us to bolt onto the counterweight of any OEM machine, run a few wires, place a few sensors, and then convert it within a short amount of time to a fully autonomous system.
So you develop a brain,
right?
You add a brain to the machine, you add a sensor suite, right? And then you also make some end effectors that can grab and drive
That's right.
the piles for the solar system into the ground,
That's
into
right.
the desert, right? And so some sensors up here.
Yeah.
Is it all RGB cameras, so LiDAR, what do you do?
So these are RGB cameras here, and what we do is we have a trained model, a custom model specific to the construction industry. So if you think about it, there's unique situations on a construction site. Maybe you have a guy who's in a trench and you only see half of a body protruding out of the trench, right? So we have a custom trained AI model built in here, and that's for personnel detection and safety on the job site. Generally, if you were to approach this within about 50, 60 feet in an active environment, it's going to pause the robot and notify the user, hey, someone's entered the work zone. Can you please address this?
Yeah. So it's monitoring work zone.
Yep.
But there's nobody in here when this is happening.
That's right.
Fully autonomous, right?
That's right, fully autonomous.
You're using RGB cameras. Could you work 24/7 at night?
Absolutely. So that is something that we've done, and that's one of the highlighted points about a fully autonomous system like this. You know, doesn't call in sick, doesn't show up late, does the same thing every single time. And as long as it's got the inventory it needs, it can run all day and night.
So how many of these piles would you need to do like a farm, a solar farm that would supply a data center for AI?
Yeah, so on these utility scale solar farms, we're seeing 200,000 of these that are actually being driven in the ground. And if you really think about it, what the traditional means is you had a survey crew coming out, right? Color-coded pins are placed in the ground a couple 100,000 times, and then these beams were manually distributed to match those color-coded pins. So it left room for human error, injuries, a lot of safety things. So what we did is we found a way to automate that whole process and drive the pile, so we can carry this on board and traverse around.
Give me some idea. Traditionally, doing this manually, laying them out in the desert, how long would it take a crew of X people to do the job, right?
It varies.
Half a gigawatt?
Sure, yeah, it varies. I mean, we're talking multi-staged process with multiple crews just to get these beams onto the ground before they're even driven, right? And so you're talking months of work there to distribute it across the entire job site. We can now take all of that inventory, carry it on board, and just perform the task, get the job done.
Yeah. So you have a couple different machines. This one is a brand new one.
It is,
right?
yeah.
This is a loader.
That's
but
right.
Then you have another robot that has essentially cartridges that will carry these guys through the desert. And there's two robots that work in tandem. You see it right there.
That's right.
One is hammering it down.
That's right.
The other one is holding it. Right?
That's right.
So two arms working together.
That's right. We call it the RPD, Robotic Pile Driver, and the RPS, Robotic Pile Stabilizer. So if you think of you're going to hammer a nail in, right? You have to hold the nail and stabilize it before you start swinging. Same kind of concept with driving this pile. We traverse around. The RPS is actually doing the alignment and has a suite of sensors to find the correct positioning where that pile needs to be. And then the RPD is actually carrying those piles on board, picking, rotating, dropping into that stabilization chute, and switching to a vibratory hammer function to bring it down to the exact right height.
Okay. So now you can fit the system to different OEMs.
Correct.
Right? Could be CAT, could be John Deere.
That's right.
Whatever. That's awesome. So could existing fleet retrofit these systems?
That is something that we've explored. It is definitely possible. Our current model is, we have such custom attachments, and with that other RPD, we have a custom sled attachment to carry those baskets of piles. So it takes a little bit of retrofitting. So right now we are leasing these out to our customers.
Okay. So you bring this into the desert, or wherever you want to have your solar farm, right? Maybe around the corner here in Las Vegas will be a good situation. Your finished product is a bunch of these, 100,000 of these just sticking in there.
That's right.
Now crews still have to come in and mount the PV system, the cells, etc. For data centers, you'd have battery storage attached as well, right?
Correct.
To take to power at night, take peak loads out of the system. Are you looking into that as well?
You know, it's definitely on our radar. We are definitely focused on innovating the whole solar industry and providing some autonomous solutions there. You know, there's a lot of companies out there who are working on panel placement and different tasks. Right now, our main focus is on pile driving, but in the future, we're looking to expand that capacity into other tasks and fully automate the entire process.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I believe you've got a demo coming up, right?
We do, yeah, here in just a few minutes.
Okay. And then so maybe talk a little bit about how this end effector works.
Yeah, so this is a custom attachment that we built to grip the piles, actually. So what this does, there's actuated hydraulic cylinders in here and some hooks. It grips the pile here and is able to pick them up, drop them in the basket each time. We've got, some hooks here that grip the pile there.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's clamping down on,
That's
on
right.
the edges.
Hydraulic clamping force to pick up. And then we have a TOF camera on here, which then gives us some machine vision here.
Okay,
And
this
so-
guy right here?
Yes. Yeah, so that gives us machine vision, some 3D point cloud data so that we can know the physical location.
So right now this is a fully hydraulic system, right? You got a diesel engine in your cat. Everything is hydraulically actuated.
That's correct.
But in principle, since you're doing software and the vision suite, you're doing all the brains behind it, you would be able to adapt this to something that's fully electrified, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, that's new to the market. They're still rolling that out. It's not as widely out there that we're seeing on these sites as we do the traditional diesel hydraulic excavators.
Yeah, you
But
work with the existing products
Right.
that work well. You focus on something that's easily, relatively speaking, to automate pile driving.
Right.
Get perfect at that and grow from there, look at different opportunities. right?
Absolutely.
It's a good strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay. It's a fantastic system. I think we've got a video.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks,
Much-
brother. I
and
appreciate
then
it.
We'll roll in the demo right here. Thank you very much, and like and subscribe.
This latest product is another way to automate even further that process by making it fully autonomous to kit out these baskets and preload them. Again, like I said, there's about 4 of these that get loaded onto our primary robot. One of the neat things here is, this is really born out of efficiency and safety, right? And talking about safety, we have what we call an 8-layer safety system, so multiple redundancies in place. We have 2 of these beams at a time. These things can weigh 300-400 pounds sometimes on the job site. So it's a very cumbersome labor